Alright, I am back again. I just saw a nice looking car I wouldn't mind having. This is kind of like a quick post debate follow up vice presidential debate. I did not actually watch it because reasons I can't really go into detail, basically involving work, and I try not to talk about that, especially not with everything going on right now. So I decided I was going to take a night off. So no, I did not watch that. From what I understand, not a whole lot of questions were answered. I did watch the a video from Scott Adams this morning. I've been listening to his daily morning podcast, if you will, and that's always very interesting. And basically, from what I have gathered, there was a lot of not answering questions, a bit of lying. Pence did nail Kamala on the Fine Boys, the Charlottesville thing, and basically said it's a bunch of bull. I did watch that little bit of a clip and a couple of little clips. From what I noticed was it seems like they were either better behaved or the moderator was better, or a little bit of both. I do get the feeling the moderator was a little bit better. Of course, she was not thrown in between Trump and Biden, but I do think she was a better host or moderator than Chris Wallace. And I noticed there was a lot about Kamala Harris I just did not like. Now, I will admit I have not watched a whole lot on her as far as speeches and whatnot. And I probably have watched less than 20 minutes worth of clips involving her, period. That's mainly what I've come across reading that I'm basing my assertions on. She is not very likable at all. Not at all. I mean, I think I could get along better with Trump. That's saying something. Because I don't think he's a decent human being, but I just don't care for her at all. Like, some of her actions and some of the inflections I was hearing from her voice, she sounds like she's a snooty witch. So no, I have no real... I'm not a fan of her, let's put it like that. I do think Tulsi Gabbard would have been a better choice. She is a lot more likable. She has that politician sound to her, but she's more likable. Kamala Harris is not. And yeah, I just don't have a whole lot to say on it because I haven't seen that much. Pence did come across as a lot more likable, and the big thing is, if you discredit the fact that there weren't a whole lot of questions answered, the biggest takeaway was, and I'm taking this from Scott Adams, you won the debate when the worst thing your opponents can say about you is a reference to a fly landing on you. Basically, he summarized this as this: if your opponents have to discuss the insects in the room, that's all they can say about the debate, you won. Plain simple, to the point. If they're not attacking you for your content, that was illegal. If they're not attacking you for your content, the things you say, the things you do, they're primarily focusing on the insects in the room, you won. And I agree with that, because I have noticed there have been some fact checkers that have not been polite to Kamala, misrepresenting the Abraham Lincoln Supreme Court. Yeah, that there have been a few kind of say, no, that's not what you said was not accurate. The fine people hoax, if you will, yeah, there's been a good bit of that. And I didn't see the full response from Pence on that. I did see where he mentioned his son-in-law and daughter are Jewish and his grandchildren are Jewish, Trump's, in response to not disavowing white supremacists. And that he has in the past said that, which he has. But one thing, if I were Pence, I would have also wanted to hit on, if he did mention, like, literally the week before that debate, he signed that executive order reclassifying, like, the KKK as a hate group, I believe it was. If I were Pence, I would hit on that. And like I said, I did not see that full response. I would have nailed her to the wall on that, and I would have said, what more do you need? What more proof do you have to have that he is against the white supremacist groups? He has said it in the past. He has signed an executive order classifying them as a hate group or whatever. What else do you need? How many more times does he have to say it? Does he have to say it every week or every day? I would have driven that point home and put her on the defensive on that, because by doing so, he would have managed to change the narrative completely. But that's just my takeaways. Let me know what you think. If you actually watched the debate more than I have, which is like 3 or 4 clips all under like 5 minutes. Let me know what you think. Later.